Professor Usman Yusuf urged Nigerians to ignore conspiracy theories and accept Fulani bandits, who he says are not foreigners but are flesh and blood. The former executive secretary of the National Health Insurance Scheme, Professor Yusuf, revealed that Fulani men involved in banditry and other criminal activities in the northern parts of the country are Nigerians. His submission is contrary to widely held belief that most of the criminals are foreign Fulanis from neighboring West African countries. Speaking on an Arise television interview program monitored in Abuja, the scholar and administrator categorically stated that the armed groups behind the reign of terror in some Nigerian states are Nigerian Fulanis and not aliens. He carpeted some Nigerians for playing politics with such security issue and for being economical with the truth about the real identity of bandits that perpetrate evil. Professor Usman Yusuf, who relayed his experience during a negotiation meeting with bandits in Zamfara State by popular Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, said reports that the armed men are foreign Fulanis is false. He said, "We have to accept and not deny that these bandits are Fulanis and not foreign Fulanis. They are our flesh and blood. Once we accept that, then we forget all conspiracies and face the reality." He however pleaded that rather than condemning and ostracize the foreign Fulanis, Fulani leadership should draw them closer and prevail on them to shed their swords. He said, "We are not proud of what they are doing. We are ashamed of what they are doing. If you have a child who has gone astray, you don't kick him out. You draw him closer in the hope that you will touch his heart," he said. This, according to him, was why Sheikh Gumi have been moving from one state to another to speak to the conscience of the bandits. About Gumi, he said he goes into villages to speak to them what the scripture says. He led by example. No government or group of persons asked him to do what he is doing. He started that in Kaduna by visiting 4 Fulani settlements. He invited me to come with him to Zamfara. What we saw in Zamfara was entirely different. Nobody expected what we saw. I thought we were in an army formation or military camp, he said. Okay. I think it is this same Yusuf. He was one of the professors that was talking about now they are not speaking. And they now know that these people are committing atrocities. Now it is now clear that it is the bandits, the S-men are the same people who are bandits. And when the Southerners are complaining, you say, oh, they should not talk like that. And you didn't even address the issue. Now you are not addressing the issue, because I could see that. I remember this man was able, he was just, blasting the Southerners that don't just tell them to leave. Don't tell them to leave. They will not tell you, oh, every crime committed now is a Fulani S-men. Yes, the crime we have in the country now, the 95% of the crime we have in the country now, is they are the ones committing it. They have taken over, and they are operating almost at the same place in the old states, or in all the states of the country. Now you are not saying they are your flesh and blood. Of course, don't be surprised that even the Fulani from other countries, they think that they are flesh and blood, because Bauchi governor has said it sometime in 2 years ago that all Fulanis can come into the country. Once they come into Nigeria, the ones coming from outside the country, once they get to Nigeria, they are Nigerians, and anywhere they settle, that place is their place. He said it, and again confirming what he really believes in. He said they are free to carry this in AK-47 because they are defending themselves. And he said he still stands on that. Then, if these people, especially this professor, I could remember initially when Rotimi Akeredolu and Sunday Igboho gave the quick notice. Oh my God, he was all over the place. Now they are trying now to cover the whole thing. When the Southerners were telling you, of course, they are just deceiving themselves, trying not to look at the crimes that these people are committing. You just want them to stay there. You are telling us that they can stay even if they are taking people's lives. You are not addressing that issue, because if really you really want peace, as all of you are claiming, if you really want peace, the first thing you would have said is to condemn their activities. You didn't condemn them. You just went straight and say, oh, nobody should tell them to leave. If really you want peace, you would have told the Southerners, please, we beg you, we know this, something will be done, but just, we are going to do something about it. Now, all of them, now they are not coming back. Now that they now know that the Southerners are very, very adamant, or they are very, very serious of that they don't want to stay with these people. They are not telling us that, oh, they are your people. And the worst part of it is that all the people who are in custody, who are in prison, should be let go. All of them, they are our flesh and blood as well. Let us just have it like that they are our flesh and blood. Then nobody should be in detention or in prison. Because those ones in the south, they are our flesh and blood as well. Because if that is how we want to turn it, these people are committing all manner of atrocities. It is the same way the government has put everything. If everybody should go into crime, then who is going to be left out? They are pampering them. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Honestly, it is really ridiculous. Now, they are saying they are not foreigners. They are Nigerians. They are this, they are that. Then why is it that they cannot be tried? So because if this kind of a thing happen elsewhere too, they are going to defend their own people. Just that, it is not a good thing that you had to be defending criminals. Until we stand and do the right thing. Because you cannot use evil to equate evil. Okay, ask Buhari, our president, who told the world leaders that the Fulani bandits killing Nigerians are foreigners, to deceive the world, because he wanted to cover up for his Fulani kinsmen. Everything that Buhari has been accused of, they are true, because everything is coming out gradually. Buhari cannot come out and say anything, but his entourages, his full soldiers are coming out. They are defending. God will help all of you. This is another plot aimed at paying the mercenaries, because accepting their position as alien will set the North and those leaders who contracted them ablaze. Why are they acting like they were born with deceit in their blood? Now I am beginning to understand the full mindset of a typical Fulani Hausa jihadist. That is it. All the things Nnamdi Kanu has been saying, people will not see listen. Some people are still adamant on being politically correct. They are still adamant on trying to say, forget it. Oh, let's just forget it. Let's just move on. If we don't deal with the root, everybody must be heard. I think that everybody must be heard, and everybody must be allowed to air their opinion and views. Let them be angry, then we'll not come back. But if you try to cut them short, just forget about it, and people are injured, people are hurting inside. There's nothing like peace. You are just going to be doing window dressing instead of you to deal with the problem from the root. But when you're doing it halfway, it's not going to help. It will not help. So this man is not telling us. I remember vividly, this professor and one other professor, they were coming out. Oh, you cannot tell them not to leave, but they are not addressing that fact that these people are committing crimes. Now you are not accepting that they should pity them. So guys, let's hear your opinion on this. Thank you.